Okay, so today, very firstly, I would like to express my views over some of the topics. And let me summarize it with my topics. Firstly, my very first topic that is about the blue light filter app, the eye protection app. And my very second topic that is about my frock. Okay, and even my very third topic that is about that what if I were having some powers, the great powers. The fourth topic that is, according to me, the fourth topic that is pretty different one. According to me, I've forgotten about that topic. No. The topic that is about the what if the things would turn the according to me the living one, and what if the things would try to say something. Okay, let me, without waiting any minute of time, let's start straight into the video firstly. Okay, so what is blue light filter app? Very firstly, blue light filter app is the eye protection app. And in addition to, you know what, the thing is that nowadays the youths, they have been getting engrossed on using mobile all along for some of the purposes, like for entertaining purposes, for comedy purposes, for academic purposes, for education purposes, and so due to which, you know what, their eyes have been adversely affecting by the mobile, and especially due to mobile blue rays. And so there is an app. One can download that app from the Play Store straight away. And in addition to that same sort of app that is quite much beneficial, crucial, and significant for retaining the eyesight up to a great extent. And in addition, you know what? The thing is that the smartphones, even the televisions, just eliminates or even gives the blue rays, and due to the blue light, you know what, our eyesight that has been adversely affecting. So our eyesight that has been adversely affecting, and so you know what, the thing is that up to a certain extent one can recover the eyes, but according to me, up to a certain extent, one can't recover the eyesight. So I highly recommend us that one should try the level best to use the app which named Blue Light Filter app. Earlier I explored that one quite much Tudal, Bristol, and even useless one as well. But you know what? The moment when I used that one, when I commenced using that one, so I got to know the benefits, the avails, the merits, even the pros of using that same sort of app. And in addition to, you know what, the thing is that quite recently I was on my roof, and so there I just wanted to use the mobile since there was dark, and even now there is dark. So the moment when I was over there, so there was dark, and so I couldn't use the mobile as the brightness that used to enhance and increase up to a great extent. And so due to which I explored myself unable to use the mobile, as I just thought is that can adversely affect. I thought is that can quite much adversely affect my eyesight. And so very firstly I used the app which named Blue Light Filter app, and thereby I used to just decline the brightness of the mobile, and even, you know what, a mobile that works in the dark mode. And in addition to, you know what, the thing is that I had already declined the brightness of my mobile. Nevertheless, when I was on the roof, so the brightness that used to enhance. So with the help of the blue light filter app, I used to decline the brightness, and thereafter I used the mobile straight away, and I want to use that one for a special purpose, but in vain. And in addition to, I don't want to disclose the purpose, as the purpose that is the special one. Let it be. And very first, let me give you a hint. I was I was doing something great for entertaining purposes, and I was using another app. I was using other app than YouTube, than WhatsApp, even than Google, then Zilly app, then WhatsApp, then Snapchat, Josh, and other apps. And even I don't want to spill the beans, let it be. Okay, and moreover, you know what? The thing is that my very second topic that is about the dress, my attires. Okay, so the last day my mom she bought one kind of frock like this one for my sister. No, a couple of frocks like this to my a couple of sisters. And even you know what? Very firstly, my mom she wanted to give me a dress, and especially like this one. And so, unfortunately, my younger sister she prefers that frock as the quite good one. Even she wanted to put on that one, and so she snatched that frock from me. And even the other frock that was for my elder sister, so I was left idle. And even you know what? I just wanted to get a frock, even the good one, and especially like theirs one. And so I used to strike up a demand before my mom, and even then mom she yelled before my demand, and she decided to bring a frock for me, and even thereafter she used to just call up my dad for just for just getting permission from him for go to the market by the Activa, and especially with the help of my younger sister. But my daddy denied, as especially my mom she wanted to go over there at the noon time, and since that is the market, and so due to which my daddy thought that there would be traffic at the same juncture in the noon time, and so he thought that the accident that might be take place, and so he used to deny my mom and even my younger sister for going to the market at the noon time. And in addition to then I felt quite much crestfallen, fully woe, and terribly despondent than ever. And in addition to I felt the gloom, I was sinking in the abyss of frustration. I got alarmed. I was in a fix, and so I just wanted the dress. Nothing more I was brooding over about. Nothing more I was wondering. I just wanted the dress. I just wanted to put on the dress and to take on the dress. And so I with a stroke of genius, I just further decided to snatch the frost to the. I'm going to say, with a stroke of genius, I further decided to straight away snatch the frock from my younger sister. But in vain, as she denied, and even later on, the thing is that eventually she decided to call up the grandpa, and after calling up the grandpa, she used to aware him of the fact that I wanted to go over there, and even in addition to the thing is that my grandma, no, my grandpa used to give the permission over there over the telephone, and even after, according to me, after half an hour, my grandpa he took place outside my residence, and thereafter he used to pick me, and even he used to take me up to the market, and from there I got this dress, and this is handsome and happy mounted one. Okay, let it be. And earlier I was mumbling, I was speaking in my own mouth, and so due to which the voice that turns the unclear one. That is the problem which takes place with me many a time due to not focusing on speaking English. Let it be, and even due to lack of interest as well. As a matter of fact, I already spoke English today. You know what? I spoke English for more than 26 minutes. There was some seconds and 26 minutes, and so now I'm not feeling like speaking English. But my data that is left, over 1 GB data that is left, and so due to which for just utilizing the data, I'm speaking English right away. Let it be, and I'm not forcefully speaking. According to me, I'm half willingly speaking and half unwillingly speaking. Let me summarize it with the alternatives of willing word. Okay, the very first one is grudgingly. Second one is reluctantly, and forcibly that meant forcefully. Okay, and I got to know about this when I was in grade 12. Even, you know what, my journey of learning English that commenced from the grade 12th, the last year itself. And before that year, I got to know about the use of was, were, am, I. I didn't know anything regarding English. Within just some months, I learned English. And even at the end of the last year, I thought this that I've got the fluency over speaking English. Let it be, and the fact is that I don't even know about grammar. I don't even know about tenses. I myself got unaware about prepositions, the better pronunciation, even the pronunciation skills, the American accents, the British accents. Nevertheless, I speak English. The reason, the root cause behind this is that reading English. Reading English book or books matters quite much. That can enhance the level of speaking English. That's the fact. And even I know at first that I learned English within 5 months, really. And even, you know what, I used to read English books, and thereafter I used to express my views over the topics which I earlier read. And even thereby I used to speak English on the regular basis and so on. And for some months I used to speak English over my today's journey. And even earlier, initially the duration that used to be the less one for speaking English, but gradually that used to enhance and intensify up to a great extent. And in addition to, one should try this technique, speaking English technique. And you know what, according to me, speaking English technique that can help one up to a great extent, with the help of which one can get up to the C1 level, as if one wanna learn about how to speak English, so one should try to practice that one. And for practice that one, what one is requiring to do, one is just requiring to speak English. That's the fact. And with the help of which, you know what, one can speak the superfluous English, the high fluent one, the dignified one as well. Even the others would yell before the orator, the English orator, the English speaker. And for just getting a good personality, according to me, one should try to learn a new language, especially like English, as that is the international language. All the countries, mostly countries, speak in English language. That's the fact. And even, you know what, the Indian people, they just learn about other languages, like especially the Indian people, they learn about English. On the contrary, the US people, they learn about French, as they are already having a solid foundation over English language. That's the fact. So it meant that they are no longer requiring to learn about English. That's the fact. Let it be. And in addition to my very third topic of today, that is about the things. Okay, if the tires would have the power of speaking something, so they would have say that don't fear me, you are smelling bad, so go away, first you take a lovely bath and then come to me and to put on me, really. And this case lies where those people who work hard, or especially who work in the noon time, and the sweating that takes place, and due to which the bad smell that takes place. And this case is along with my younger sister, really. And if the books could speak, so mathematics could speak about this, then please solve me firstly, and then catch up on history and other subjects. And if English could speak, so that could say like this, that please firstly learn the grammar, please firstly learn the tenses, the prepositions, the pronunciations, even the accents, and then look for other subjects. If the history could speak, so that could say like this, please firstly learn my dates, please firstly learn about the deaths, even the births of the people. Please firstly catch up on the history of the world, the history of the earth, the history of each and everything. If the geography could speak, so that could speak about this, that please firstly learn the map of the India, then the map of the world, the map of a particular country, even the map of your mother country. Mother country, it meant that the country where you dwell, the country where your birth took place, where your parents are living or used to live. Okay, let it be. And in addition to, if the geography could speak, so that could speak about this, that firstly learn the topo sheets, learn about the rivers, the stones and each and everything. And even the geography could speak about that firstly learn about the plantation of trees and grown coffee, how to grow the coffee, and even firstly learn about the kinds of soils and where they are found, where they are explored, and the uses of soil as well. Okay, according to me, if the physics could speak, so that could just ask one to firstly learn about the rays of light, and even firstly learn about the laws of gravitation, and to learn about the laws of some of the scientists. On the contrary, according to me, if the walls could speak, so they could say about this that firstly paint me and then catch up on other tasks. And you know what? If the chair could speak, so that could say this, then don't sit on me, you are too heavy to sit on me. And in addition to, if the bat could speak, so that could say like this, that don't sleep on me, you are too much happy, even you are smelling bad, even you are looking off dog's ears. Let it be, it is for just entertaining purposes. Okay, and my very last topic, that is about if I were having powers. If I were having powers, so I could just try the level best to get 100 million subscribers in a day, and even to get 100 million views for each and every live stream, for each and every video, for each and every shots, and to become richer, wealthiest as well. And if I were having the powers, so I could try the level best to help the poor, the needy one as well, and especially those who sleep without having the dinner, the supper. Okay, and if I were having power, so I could teach lesson to some of the people who waste the water, waste the food, and ruin some of the necessity related things. Okay, and especially according to the point of view of the IAS officer, if I were having the powers, so I could teach the school students. Even I could set up the more and more schools. Even now I can set up. But investment, that too is needed. Money, that too is needed. That's the fact. And I am having no money on myself. Okay, let it be. Especially I have nothing. Let it be. And in addition to, I haven't earned anything even yet in my entire life. But I would try to earn something. Really.